Good afternoon, our friends, and welcome to the 2025 World Ice Hockey Women's World Championships placement game between Team World and Team Australia. Pekné popoludnie, hokejoví fanúšikovia, a vítajte na zápase o umiestnenie majstrovstiev sveta žien v Paralympics 2025 medzi Tímom sveta a Tímom Austrálie. Line-up for Team World playing in white jerseys. Goalkeeper, number 1, Number 21, Line 1, pôvodná formácia. Number 2, 2, Sama Korusal. Number 9, 9, Afari Fukumishi. Number 15, 15, Jana Kovaličková. Number 16, 16, Anna Špringlova. Number 23, 23, Dina Gribenka. Line 2, druhá formácia. Number 3, 3, Emma Simakova. Number 10, 10, Soyeon Kim. Number 6, 6, Caroline Persson. Number 7, 7, Adriana Sarkoziova. Number 8, 8, Kristina Zimnička. Line 3, tretia formácia. Number 4, 4, Vivian Kupienko. Number 5, 5, Michaela Mozáková. Head coach, hlavný tréner, Jakub Novotný. The lineup for Team Australia playing in green jerseys. Goalkeeper, Brankaki. Number 15, Finas Elikatusin. Number 2, Vejžek Newton. Line 1, pôvodná formácia. Number 9, 9, Linda Holt. Number 15, 15, Sonia Newman. Number 6, 6, Belinda Green. Number 7, 7, Natalie Melos. Number 8, 8, Noella Angel. Line 2, druhá formácia. Number 5, 5, Ashley Morton. Number 11, 11, Rosalie Lindsay. Number 14, 14, Jamie Boardman. Head coach, hlavný tréner, Don Watt.
Kubin at the Winter Stadium here in Slovakia. It is another stunning day in the city of Dolny Kubin. We have got an exciting day ahead of you. With starting off with Team World v Australia. I'm joined by the legend that is Charlie Skinner. Charlie, please talk us through a recap of our prelim stages.
Yeah, I know, we're here for the big game today, but this is what led up to it. I mean, we've had such a treat with these last 3 days already. We saw 2 groups going, 3 teams. This is how we got here. You know, we're really lucky. Team World have been bronze medalists in some way. Team World for the first 2 Women's World Challenges, and then last year with Team Europe came out on top. But right now we have all nations in the semi-finals. I think that's really exciting for the sport, and it's going to be great to see how this sport evolves and nations actually getting into the medal games. I think it's really exciting.
Yeah, as we see the teams here take to the ice, you can see the table there doesn't quite tell the whole story. We've got 2 pools here. So in Pool A was USA, Norway, Australia. USA topping the table there, Norway in 2nd, and Australia here for 5th and 6th. And in Pool B, Canada, Great Britain, and Team World. Canada taking the top spot, Great Britain through after a 2-1 win yesterday. So both teams had a tough route to this 5th, 6th placing. Canada beat Team World 10-0 and GB beat Team World 2-1. Australia here with an 8-0 loss to USA and 7-0 loss to Team Norway.
Yeah, both of the second seed teams in these semi-finals, they were both dominated by those top 2 top seeds. And I'm wondering if we're going to see a repeat of that later on. Again, USA and Canada topping both their groups. Presumed finalists, I think is probably the word for it. The favourites to come out and stay successful as well, and it's going to be down to Great Britain and Norway to shut them down. I'm really interested in particular in the Norway versus Canada game to see if Norway can do anything. But before we get there, we have this game here, placement game. This is a game for final rankings in this competition, 5th and 6th place, and I think this has the potential to be exciting as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Australia have a brand new team on the scene, but they have definitely made a mark. Erica Gosney has been an absolute powerhouse in goal, and she's been a joy to watch. I love seeing her dancing in intermissions. Other notable players who have been on the Team Pacific, the alumni from that tournament and in 2024, Principe, Morton and Holt. Regardless of the result today, we see a reminder that Great Britain didn't have a team 4 years ago and are now in the semi-finals. And so for their first tournament here to be putting up a fight, Australia have an incredible future ahead of them.
Yeah, but, it's going to be tough for Australia to battle with the experience here that Team World have. We've got players like Persson and Kovusalu now in their 4th World Para Ice Hockey event. Meanwhile, we'll see Spring Lovers hard-hitting. Soyeon Kim's speed that we've been talking about all competitions so far. And even Dina Grimberger's leadership on the ice, and a netminder who has 2 years of Women's World Challenge experience as well. I'm excited to see the speed from Soyeon Kim and Fukunishi. Both will look really dangerous, and I'm sure that's going to be a factor in today's game, but I'm really excited for this.
Yeah, it should be quite an evenly matched one. And starting for Team World here, we have Miranda Reist in goal. Akari Fukunashi, the goal scorer in that Team GB game. Sara Kufaloso, Yana Karikova, Dina Greenberg, as you said, an incredible leader on this side, captain for this team, and the big hitter, number 16, Anna Springer.
Yeah, and then we head over to the Team Australia as well. Gosney in net, I think that's what we expected, right, for this game. Erica Gosney putting up absolute numbers this competition. How many saves did you say
she's faced 62 shots in goal and she has 47 saves to her name.
And that's over just 2 games. That's really impressive stats there. We got Linda Holt then starting for Australia as well. Sonia Newman, Belinda Green, Natalie Mellors and Noella Angel. I'm excited to see what can happen from this opening face-off, and we have it coming here now. We will see Grimberger take on Angel there in the face-off dot. And there we have referee Philippa McKinnon dropping the puck. And here we go for this placement game.
And I'm so excited to see Australia's development. They've had a really tough few games in this tournament, and they've had a really long tour here over in Slovakia. So there'll be some tired bodies out there, but there was 2 rest days for them. and I'm excited to see what they have learned and how they can translate that to the ice. Grimberger there just fighting for the puck, a small collision between both Team World players, but a great clearance there by Australia.
Yeah, and as we see here, number 9 for Team World, she's going to bring that back, Fukunishi, and she's going to look for another opportunity, passing it in.
Offside has been waved, and she is on the end of her own puck there. Fukunishi is such a dangerous player. What a stunning goal we saw from her.
Yeah, and there's a penalty on the play here. It's not what Team Australia have been looking for in this game to start. Yeah, it looks like a team penalty there. You might have noticed the glass is a little bit foggy, as you can see there. So directly in front of us, we're showing more. We are counting more on the scenes that you're seeing at home. And there we have, I think, is that Holtz serving 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's definitely steamy in here. That's because we've got heat in the competition today. Not only have we got 5th and 6th placing, we're bringing you semi-finals 1 and 2 later this afternoon.
I know we've got some watchers in Australia watching this. I hope you're having a good day. Good day, mate. Oh, that was terrible. I shouldn't have even tried. But yeah, let us know in the chat where you're watching from and who you're supporting. We know Team World have a lot of supporters everywhere.
Yeah, we can hear the drums in the building today already, and we've got the Mishkov Community Centre with us, who support adults with disabilities and learning disabilities, and their support for this tournament has been amazing. So it's incredible to see them back today with their flags, with their drum, bringing the noise for these athletes out on the ice.
And then we have Pearson and Morton just waiting for this face-off for the... we're actually just waiting for the penalty to come on the board there. There we go.
This is a dangerous position for Australia. Team World can be so clinical here from the face-off. Well kept in there by Kuifusolo. Oh, an unfortunate error there by Sun Yong Kim. Called for the offside. You could see what she was kind of doing there. Come out, give the team some space, reset, but unfortunately didn't quite communicate that to the rest of the team to clear out of the blue line there.
And again, this is one of the things we're seeing with a Team World team. Communication isn't going to be their strongest point. Kim probably back home making plays like that. We see a lot of these athletes competing with men in their home teams as well. So, sometimes these miscommunications can happen. She was probably expecting a lot for her team to withdraw from that. But Team World still on the power play here for 1 minute 36.
And Zidlicker there just drops the pass off to Preston, passes it in. A bit of a miscommunication again there. As we say, there's 9 different nations here representing for Team World. And as much as sport is a universal language, it must be very tough there down on ice to communicate amongst the squad. Big clearance opportunity there. Not quite enough on the end of it. Person picks up the puck again, goes for a shot. Well saved there by Erica Gosney, adding another one to her impressive tally here this week.
Yeah, another incredible save by Gosney. She's really putting up those numbers. Let's have a look at this shot, though. Yeah, that was quite a dangerous shot there from Pearson, right through traffic. She obviously had that slot there. Gosney got that in the glove, though.
It's incredible to see the growth of these players throughout this week, and it's not just about this tournament here, it's about the years and years to come through this. And yeah, I'm so excited to see this Australia team develop. Belinda Green there in at the face-off, and her family has travelled the long way to be in the stands with us today. Number 3, Simakova there with a pass into dangerous traffic. Unfortunately, no one on the end of it. And Fukunishi here, a powerhouse for this team. Can we see a shot off? Shots in! Oh, just over the bar there, but it's really settling this team well down. Now they've had a few shots on goal. They can really settle into their shapes and start to look dangerous in this game. Fukunishi is the one to stop here for Team World, but no problem for the one and only Erica Gosney. Another save there.
Yeah, Team World are being a bit relentless here on the power play against Gosney. the Australian players that really need to do better to push them out. Oh, unlucky there, Fukunishi not quite getting the leverage on the puck there.
A great pass into the centre there, and Fukunishi with a shot. Oh, just left of the post. Grimberger will collect it. Have a little pop. No one there to collect the deflection, and Fukunishi's in! Boom! And it's 1-0 here for Team World. I think that's going to really settle this team down. Collected the puck off the deflection, slotted straight into the net. 1-0 Team World.
Yeah, that was just such an awful mistake there from the captain there, Angel, for Australia. Look, she basically passes to Fukunishi, who just slotted in. But
you can see the frustration on the players' faces there from Australia, Angel there. But, oh, beautiful shot. Cool, calm, collected. And 1-0 Team World. Back at the face-off here, we have Persson facing off against Rosalie Principe, and Springlova is on the puck. Under heaps of pressure there by the number 5 Morton. Such an experienced player for this Australian side.
I'm really excited to see this line actually playing. We've got the speed of Soo-Young Kim with the experience and physicality of Springlova. I think that's a really exciting duo.
One shot's gone. Just left to the post. Yeah, you can tell that Team World are coming out fighting. You know, if you see net, take the shot, and why not? You know, they're putting a formidable performance over this last week, and it is all to play for here today. This is the last game of both of these teams' tournaments, hoping to get that 5th place placing. Springlova looking for that pass into the centre, doesn't quite get it off. Cleared out by the Australian defence. And Asana Koifu-Solo picks it up, dumps it off to Kim. What a skater she is, as we've mentioned previously. She really brings that strength and that clean-up ability in the back defence there. Shots on goal, just wide of the post, and will be cleared up by Caroline Pearson. Oh, just wide of Springlova sticks, but shot on goal still.
Yeah, Team World again, they just collect the puck and reset, cycling it around this zone. Kim could just be on that puck for hours, and I'm not sure that Australia would get the puck, but they do. Unfortunately lost the stick there, but Pearson's going to come collect the puck here.
Ooh, well deflected off the body there by Rosalie Principe in defence for Australia.
Look at all these players here in the mix trying to just get possession of the puck. Principe just clears it out. The Springlova's right on that puck, ready to take possession.
Australia could really do with clearing the puck and giving themselves some time and space to get organised there. Well covered by Erica Gosling, gives her team just that. Struggling to get into that defensive formation to really kind of protect that centre lane, which has been so dangerous for this Team World.
Yeah, especially for Australia, they would have come into this game knowing that, you know, the defensive shape that we saw maybe in their first couple of games is what they need to bring to this. Unfortunately, they've already conceded a goal, so it's really important now for Australia to get that firepower out. We want to see a goal from them at this World Championships as well. You know, I'd hate to see a team go back goalless. So yeah, I'd love to see some firepower now from Australia and regather themselves after that power play goal from Team World. And look at the dancing, the moves on the ice.
They love it, and we love seeing it. The atmosphere here is electric as ever, and what a week we have had. And it's not quite over yet. But as you said, it'd be great to see some of those forwards break out. Belinda Green, Ashley Morton, Natalie Mellors and Noella Angel for the Australian side to really get out of their defensive zone and see them with some shots on goal. I'm sure Miranda Reese would also appreciate that, the goalie here for Team World. Simakova there, dumping the puck off to Fukunishi. Just trying to find a lane through the Australian defence.
And look at this battle here. We've got Captain Dina Grimberger against Captain Angel for Australia, battling for that puck.
And it's so difficult as a player when the puck is underneath your sled and you lose sight of it. You're really relying on your teammates' communication there. And it's a shot on! Oh, just wide. It's really relying on your teammates' communication. And as we've said, Team World are battling with so many different languages in their squad. So it's incredible to see the teamwork they've been able to create throughout this week.
I spoke briefly to Anna Springlova briefly outside the rink on the way in this morning, and she was ready for this. She was I think she was relishing this opportunity. But we have an exciting opportunity here for Australia. Green just trying to get the puck in the corner, but Team World right back with possession of the puck yet again. Fukunishi doing a really good job to get that puck there, passing it up to Greenberger.
Oh, what a pass. Greenberger is going to look so dangerous here, but Holt doing an incredible job to keep the pace. A shot on, well saved by Gosney.
Yeah, we're seeing Gosney kind of cover every single puck as well, and I think there's some miscommunications of their last game about whether to cover the puck or not, and I think she's very clearly just covering every single puck with intention now. Reset the face-off, get Australia back in their formation.
Yeah, they know they can get clearance out of their defensive zone, so definitely let's reset the play and calm things down and regather our defensive positions. Coach Dawn, what a leader she is for the Australian ice hockey community. Hosakova there, passing it off. Number 2 with a shot. Collected there by Hosakova, a Slovakian player here with an enormous amount of support in the stands. It's incredible to see the locals come out for those 2 players on Team World there. Preston will collect it.
And there we have Yvonne Fix, linesperson there from the USA, alongside Brooke Nunemaker, also from the USA. I say this every game, but it's so great that we have a full female officiating crew at this tournament.
Well, a little bit too much on the pass there by Kim. Can Team World clear out of the zone before? And an offside call once again. For Team World.
Yeah, I'm not really sure there if Kim is not understanding, the offside rule, which sometimes is an issue with these new players. But also, if she's just expecting the rest of the team to withdraw and keep at the same pace as her, which they are not at the moment. Rosalie Pichapay there against Greenberger.
Springlova on the charge to collect the puck. Oof!
Yeah, that was a big hit there from Springlova. I'm wondering if we can see a penalty from this. I don't think we will.
Look at the sportsmanship there. You've just got absolutely wiped out and fist bumps all round. Sonia Newman there taking a big hit, but she is probably used to it. She served 19 years in the Australian Army, and she actually found out about the sport at the Invictus Games through a USA athlete. Look at this. Boom, that has to be a team penalty there.
Yeah, that for me is a team penalty. Good to see Newman skating off the ice there. Springlova, we know she's physical, we know she's a big hitter.
And we love the contact in this sport, but yes, teeing can be so dangerous. So it is great, as you say, to see Sonia Newman skate off for that steal. And in at the face-off here, we have Greenberger.
We're not going to see a penalty called on that play.
Greenberger wins the face-off. Great clearance there. Just unfortunate, caught on the boards. And Grudenberger passes in. Well stopped there by Linda Holt. And a great save by Erika Gosny. Collected at the top of the blue line there by number 9 Fukunishi. Just off the wrong side of the stick there by Springlova. Gave possession briefly back to Australia, but picked up by the number 15. Into Fukunishi, who looks so dangerous from anywhere on this ice. We know what power she has on her shot, and Dina Grudenberger picking it up.
Great drop from on the ice for Grudenberger as well, just to clear that puck into a skater on their skates.
Just a bit too much on that pass will mean Team World have to clear out to avoid another offside, but it looks like they all have, and they are back on the attack. Can Australia get a breakout here? Unfortunate there with Emma Marie Simakova not quite clearing the blue line, but this is her first ever competition, so it's tough to get those calls.
There could have been a chance there for Australia. Ashley Morton actually really impressed me with that play, chasing the puck out of the zone, and then she had a bit more support then from her teammates. There's Newman there, Sonia Newman. Sonia Newman actually from the Northern Territories in Australia as well. We have talent from across Australia in this roster, which is really great to see, but it brings its own challenges as well. You know, Australia's a big place with not many rinks. Players don't get as much game time as other countries such as USA and Canada.
Yeah, and I was talking to head coach of Norway, Magnus Bergel, the other day, and he was showing me photos of the outdoor rink just meters from his parents' house, so they can just get out and skate whenever, wherever. And yeah, it's incredible to see the commitment of these Australian athletes to trek across country. Jakub Novotny there, the head coach of Team World and Czech Para Ice Hockey royalty.
He is a hard man to interview, because whatever question you ask about the upcoming game, he says, we win.
We win.
We win. We score goals and win.
Oh, it makes sense. Keep it simple. Shot on goal there, and it's in there! It's a goal for Soo-Yeon Kim, and what a well-deserved goal. She has worked phenomenally hard this tournament.
Yeah, we've been desperate to see that Kim goal. That speed on her is incredible, and you know, such a talent on her. You know, she debuted with Team Pacific last year, and we've just seen just absolute talent from her. I'm really excited to see more of that, and just Gosny there, just a little bit too slow, getting that pad down.
And the celebration, look what this means. I'm so pleased for her to get a goal on the board there. It takes it to 2-0 here, Team World v Australia.
And there you go, fist bumps from assistant coach there, Miroslav from Slovakia. Followed shortly by Jacob.
And Fukunishi takes it down the centre ice, but Rosalie Newman, able to collect it there, and well cleared by the assistant captain. Fukunishi on a mission down this right wing.
Yeah.
And she's got players left of her and centre of her. This could be so dangerous. The pass goes. Oh, unfortunate. Just to get knocked as the pass went off there.
Yeah, that was great skating from Angel, just to get herself between the skater with the puck and the goal.
Grudenberger here with the puck, takes a shot on goal, well cleared out by Newman. picked up by the number 4, Vivian Mugenberg from Germany. Belinda Green with the opportunity here to clear it out. And we see Noelle Angel on the attack, but that is going to be a tough foot race when you're against Fukunishi, number 9. Well put back in by Linda Holt. Unfortunate to not have the whole team clearance. Couldn't capitalise on that. Well up, dump off pass there to the number 9 Fukunishi, who's really heads up, keeping her patience, waiting for her team to clear. Puts the puck into the corner for Noella Angel to collect.
Yeah, I think she's becoming wary now of the offside line. There, Fukunishi. With Captain Angel. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. A lot of Australia competing for the puck. Again, this is what we were really looking for. But yeah, I just want to see them clear down the ice and get on the board themselves.
For sure, we're seeing the growth in confidence over this short week. Shots on for number 5. Oh, the crowd would have gone electric. And then, just off the post there by Dina Greenberger. Couldn't quite get it round.
Yeah, she saw the opportunity and took it there, and that's what sometimes it is about. That's the difference. Sometimes.
Linda Holt battling on the floor, trying to clear it out, gets it into the corner for Sonia Newman. As you can see, it's heating up so much in here. No one can see through the plexiglass in that bottom corner. Oh, shot on from Grunenberger. Well saved and covered by Erica Gosney, the number 13. What a pass in, what a shot in, sorry.
Oh, yeah, that attempt there from Grunenberger.
The determination to come straight across the goal in between those two Australian players.
Again, that's the importance of having someone for the rebound, right? If there was someone there sooner, that puck could have gone in that net.
Here we are at the face-off with Caroline Persson. Both these two players have had experience in the open squads on the world stage with Sweden and Australia respectively. Steaming down the ice is Sun Young Kim, hoping for her second here at this competition. Clears up the ice for Persson, just missed but well picked up there and put back into play by Linda Holt.
Again, we're just seeing the experienced Sana Koivusalu there. Again, she's been at the 3 World Challenges and now here for her first World Championship. It's great to see Finland represented here.
Well in there by Sonia Newman, but offside, I believe.
Yeah, just unfortunately offside there for Australia. They hadn't cleared the zone yet when Newman had dumped it back in.
And we can't not mention the lengths that these players have gone to get to the games today, as you said, coming from all over Australia. Lots of fundraisers too. There's not a lot of funding in para ice hockey, and Coach Dawn White actually organised an overnight skate-a-thon, skating marathon from 10 p.m. till 7 a.m. to try raise funds for the team. And honestly, that sounds awful. I would not want to be skating for that long, but an incredible effort for the team.
Find the worst drill that coach gives you and then do it all night. No thank you.
And here we have an opportunity for Australia in Team Wales defensive zone. I hope we can get players in the middle and on the end of these cross-ice passings.
Yeah, and really interesting just observing Coach Dawn what there. She's telling the defensive players not to go so far up. She's telling them to stay back.
They know how dangerous Sun Young Kim and Grimberger can be, and Fukunishi on that breakout, so for sure they won't want to commit too far up, and this is why, because Grimberger's looking dangerous here on the attack. She's got 3 players with her, it's 3-on-1. Can she get the pass off? Passes in to number 8, Christina Zidlika, who'll take it round the back.
Yeah, like you say, that's exactly why Coach Dawn was telling the defence players to stay back. And what hunger there from Captain Grimberger just to get that goal. We saw that in that controversial game against Great Britain, she had that goal disallowed, and she'll be working extra hard to make sure she can get another goal down on the books for herself.
Yeah, for sure. It was a really tough route back to the office past the Team World bench after that game. The emotions just show how much this competition means to these players, and you know how much work that they're putting in behind the scenes. It was a really tough loss for Team World to take them into this 5th-6th play-off. Person there battling at the face-off, collected by number 9, Linda Holt, cleared out of the zone. And Ashley Morton chasing down the formidable skater Sun Young Kim. Passed off to Person, who will take it into the zone. Smart there by Hosakova to just delay her route into the zone. What a shot! Well saved by Erika Gosny.
Yeah, there was a lot of knowledge there from Hosakova to wait stationary on the line. Again, what you'll see is a lot of players moving across the ice, horizontally, shall we say, to keep that speed up so that they're at a good speed when the puck does enter the zone.
It's so tough to go from stationary to moving, so you will rarely see these players sat still because of how much energy it takes in the push. And that is the first period complete here with a 2-0 lead for Team World. Not much to do already this afternoon for Miranda Reese, the goalie for Team World.
Yeah, and I do wonder if we're going to see Anne Bousson who coming at some point during this game. Maybe Team World are waiting to get a bit more ahead before they bring her on, just in case. But it would be really good to see Anne Bousson get a bit more game time, especially the fact that she's gone from being a skater to a netminder. And then we see netminder there for Australia, Erika Gosny, again putting up numbers, making great saves and keeping her team in the competition.
Yeah, what a name for herself she's made this tournament, and it's really exciting to see her just loving every second of this. You know, she's been in the line of fire for this week, but loving every second, and her intermission dancing is something I love to see. 2 goals here for Team World. Fukunishi with the first, and Sun Young Kim, power in our Asian players coming out here for Team World.
And this is great, right, as well. We have Team World really being truly Team World. We're seeing excellence from European players, as we have that person there just making putting a shot on goal. I think Gosny was checking there to see if she
Did I
checking
do it right?
with the ref.
Yeah. Is this allowed? Oh, just wide of the post there. Incredible shot by Fukunishi. Well picked up by Grimberger there, fighting for it. And this was the unfortunate clearance there by Captain Noella Angel, not able to quite get the clearance. Sends it straight into Fukunishi's stick. Boom. Goal.
Yeah, that was so unfortunate there for the captain of Australia.
And the celebration after this one is everything. Sun Young Kim with her first of this tournament, and so well deserved. She has worked relentlessly up and down this ice for her team, and there we have it, the celebrations all round.
Look what it means to these players as well to be scoring on this big of a stage.
And it's really cool. This year, for the first year ever, Team World have their individual nations' flags on their chest. Not only are they competing for each other as a collective, but they're competing for their individual countries here. Just wide of the post there by Grimberger, who you will see with the Latvian flag on her jersey.
Look at this, a fist bump. Yeah, we'll be back with you in 8 minutes time, maybe 12.5 minutes left of the intermission, but we've got a special guest who's going to come and chat to Freya. We'll see you in a bit.
We need you to join the next generation of women in para-ice hockey.
Para-ice hockey is an exciting, fast-paced sport.
Athletes with lower body physical impairments sit on sleds and use their sticks to skate.
It is a game of speed, skill, and teamwork.
Our sport is growing fast, with more women joining than ever before. But there's something even bigger on the horizon. In order to compete as a women's division in the Paralympic Games, we need more women from around the world to join us.
The mixed tournament has been a Paralympic event since 1994.
But there's only 3 women that's ever competed.
That's why World Para Ice Hockey is developing a women's division.
And you can be a part of it.
You don't need any experience to get started.
Just a drive to be part of something amazing.
We're building a future where women's para-ice hockey has its own place on the world stage.
And we need more players like you to make that dream a reality.
So reach out to World Para Ice Hockey today.
We'll connect you to your national organization.
Tell your friends, share this video, or come out and play.
같이 para-ice hockey 하자.
and welcome back here. We are all set for the second period, but joined with me is Elizabeth Bisalion, three-time Team World player, has actually played Team Pacific as well last year with some of these Australian players too. Elizabeth, talk me through some of these highlights. You know these players better than we do. How has it been watching your team?
Yeah, but I play with Ashley Martin, Rosalie Principe, and Linda Holt, and they were a great player last year. Australia doesn't have a lot of ice rinks over there, so it's a little bit difficult for them to practice a lot. But they were good, and they really improved over the tournament last year.
Yeah, it's you're 3 times at the Women's World Challenge. How was that experience for you, and to see the game now graduate to its first ever World Championships?
To be honest, it's really special to have been part of Team World for the last 3 years. It was always special, every year. The first year was special because we get a medal when no one expected from us. But this is a real tight team. Each player loved each other, and we're really playing for each other as a team. Even though we don't have a lot of practice together, we're only together 1 week per year. But it's really special, and to see the grain graduate today, it's truly special, to be honest, because we now have a World Championship, and some of my teammates in Norway and even Australia get their own team now, so it's really special to see that the game is growing. And, yeah.
Absolutely, and then it's incredible to have you still here involved with us. Talk us through a bit of your role here at the tournament. While you're not out on ice, you're still heavily contributing to the growth of this game. Talk us a bit through what you've been up to this week.
I've been doing some social media, so I'm one of the 2 persons to do it as well. I'm doing post-game interviews, so it's pretty cool because I know the players, I know often the coach as well, so just to be able to talk with them and chat with them, see their perspective, and it's really cool. And as a player, to be able to see the background of all this event, it's truly special because you see that many people just work a lot for this to happen.
Absolutely, and as we're seeing, it's 2-0 here to Team World. What do you think some of your previous teammates for Team Australia will have to do to kind of level that, and what does Team World have to do coming into this to keep their lead?
I think Team World has everything to succeed, just like Team Australia as well. So Team World just need to stay together. They're strong, they have a strong link together. They just have to play as a team, and it's the same for Team Australia. They have a lot of practice together, in the last last week. It's special to have them here. They just need to really play together. Maybe be a little bit more offensive. Maybe practice on their passes and things like that, and that would be perfect for them at the moment. Yeah.
As we approach puck drop here, while we have you, Elizabeth Bisalion, please talk us through how you got involved in this incredible game.
How do you guys stay involved?
How did you first start getting playing?
To be honest, I was looking for a sport when I was 12 years old because I couldn't play tennis anymore. So for me, it was to find a game that I don't have to use my leg, and I saw a short episode on Raphael Cousinho, so Team Canada's player, and I was Paris hockey seems cool, so I need to try. So I did try, and I fell in love with the game.
I love that. A 2-time bronze medalist at the Women's World Challenge, out there with Team Pacific last year, alongside some of these players taking to the ice. It has been incredible to have you with us, and keep up the incredible work behind the scenes. The sport wouldn't happen without the people like you behind the scenes, getting the player interviews and the player insights. And yeah, it's been really exciting to see some of our previous players kind of graduate to the backroom staff and really help grow this game.
And just like you as well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And back with me is Charlie Skinner. Can't keep him away too long as we're about to get underway. 30 seconds from puck drop here in period 2. Australia looking fierce as ever. in the last 2 games, we've seen them come out of that intermission really strong, really firing and really organised. So hopefully their defence will see the benefits of that time on the benches with the coaches. Team World will no doubt be out firing, ready to improve their score differential here.
As always, we've got people watching from around the world, a lot of fans of Australia. Mount Gambier, I think, Southern Australia, Adelaide. It's great that there's so many fans around the world of this sport. There's some support as well for Team World. The 2 Germans on the team, obviously we have Goldie Miranda Reese,
who has taken to the bench for this period. As you said earlier, it's great to see Ambuson come out and get some minutes here on ice. The forward transitioned into goal, sacrificing her tournament to enable the team to have 2 goalies on the roster. And we're underway. And here's Grimberger in a very dangerous position. Newman needs to get her body in position to block this shot. Shot's going well in from Erica Gosney.
Yeah, another stop by Gosney there, but Grimberger, she's hungry for that goal. She had one stolen away from her in her last game, so she wants to get that goal. You know, she's hungry for it, and that's great to see from these athletes. And that's the thing, we see all these amazing athletes, they're having a great time, but they're so hungry to compete and do well.
I would love to see Latvia have a team in, because Grimberger, what a leader she would be for that side, as is for Team World. And Australia here looking to break out with a clearance up the boards there by Noella Angel. She's got Green with her, but Grimberger, can she shut this down into the attacking zone? This is the most dangerous Australia have looked this tournament.
We see Simakova just constantly on Angel there, trying to shut her down. Really great stuff from the local here on the debut tournament.
And Gana Kovarikova with the pass into the middle. The Czech player to the other Czechia player.
And Newman has taken out her own goalie. This could be really bad for Australia if they don't recover.
Great vision there from the captain to just slow the pace down, give her players time to get back on their blades as we battle for it here in neutral ice.
And a really charitable exchange, I think, from Erica Gosney there in goal. Just saying, it's okay, just get your stick and get back on the puck. Spring over here with the puck now behind the net.
Gosney needs to not come out quite so far and leave a gap on that back post. Shots in! Oh, off the post, can she cover it? Well covered there.
Oh.
Out of her crease a little bit too far there. Caught slipping, but well saved. And the bravery to get your hand down over that puck when you have Springlova coming towards you. Bukanishi with the backhanded shot. Oh, that would have been stunning.
If that had gone in, that would have been in every single highlight reel people make of this tournament. What a backhanded shot there.
And great vision from Gosney with a head on a swivel to get behind and cover that. Puck drop here with Angel and Caroline Persson. And the pressure is not off Australia just yet. So look at here. And the difference in some, especially these Czechia players, the level of skating has improved so much across the week. The confidence in these players, you can really see the leadership from the coaching staff paying dividends for this team well. Sung-Yeon Kim battling there with Noella Angel, who is able to clear it out of the zone. Can Belinda Green get on the end of this?
Yeah, she used her hand there to clear that puck. If there was an Australian player on the end of that, that would have been called, but we're back into play now, and again, a clearance by Team Australia. Team World offside here, they need to come out of the zone, recover, get the puck, and enter straight back in.
Oh, just missed the clearance there, Newman. Angel there to clear it up. Yes, as you said, you can hand pass to yourself, you can't hand pass to another player. Sana Kui Busalo there leading the charge at the top of the blue line. Sun Young Kim needs to communicate to her players. They've got to clear the zone here for offside. So some of our Czechia players are out here on their debut, and perhaps that's where the miscommunication on clearing there. Number 7, Adriana Sarakozova, currently being coached by Czechia royalty in the para ice hockey game under Jacob Novotny. And as I say, you can really see it translating how much work they've put in across this week. Their skating looks so much more confident.
It's really exciting to see so many Czech players now on Team World. Hopefully next year, if there is a Team World, we won't see Czechs on the team, because hopefully they'll be here with their own team.
Absolutely, we've got 4 here, so they just need 3 more players and 2 goalies. If you're sat at home and you are from Czechia, get involved. Well cleared there by Newman, but well looking dangerous here. Simakova on the puck at her home tournament with the crowd all behind her. Fukunishi here just will take the momentum out of their attack, get them back on side. A leading pass into Grimberger. Kosakova there at the back post, waiting for it. Grimberger will go all the way round. Newman doing a fantastic job covering that post there. Fukunishi will collect it on this left-hand side. The pass into the middle. Shots on! Grimberger there for the rebound, and it's in! Goal for Team World, and it's 3-0. Finally, Grimberger gets the goal. As denied in the QB game, but gets it here. But you can see what it means for these players, the celebrations. And what a team effort that goal was.
Finally, Captain Grimberger gets her goal.
The shot there by number 5, Kosakova, deflected off the keeper. Erika Gosny just left blind from where the puck was for a second. And Dina Grimberger will punish that every single day of the week. Boom.
Just no support for Australia. Gosny had no one coming the back door, no one around. Look at the celebrations there on the bench.
Back underway here. And Principe chasing after it, but I think the skating power of Sun Yong Kim will be far too much there to race to that one. Pass dumped into the corner. Caroline Person, she'll be looking to get her points on the board.
Yeah, that was a close competition for the icing there. The one thing I really love about Team World is that you see the elements of the different kind of play that you get from across, the different nations. We see the Japanese player Fukunishi with, she has that speed, and I'm assuming that is something that she gets from her home team. We know that Japan, they compete at a high level. They'll be going to B-Pool soon to try and get that place in the Paralympic Games. But yeah, what I really love seeing is this different elements of play from the different teams represented on Team World.
And it really just highlights how head coach Jacob Novotny has probably one of the toughest jobs here out of the coaching staff across the teams competing, to get the blend and get the best out of all those different nation styles of play. Coming up the boards here is Anna Springlova. This is looking dangerous. Pass back round the boards. Unfortunately, no one on this left wing for Team World to collect that. Sun Yong Kim skates in.
Oh, just Springlova just still in the zone there. Again, competing at this high level, there's going to be collisions between these teams. Hits.
And like you say, the blending of the different styles, you can tell Sun Yong Kim, playing out of Korea, has a really fast-paced transition style to her play. Wants to clear it out, shift the defense and come straight back in, but unfortunately not quite communicating that to the other players to know to clear the blue line. But I think head coach Jakub Novotny will be very impressed with his team's performance so far. 3-0 here.
And you were saying about how Jacob, he has the hardest job out of all the coaches here, and he would never admit that. He's a humble guy sometimes, anyway. And this is the great thing, right? We have these coaches here coaching Team World. There's time that they could have spent elsewhere with their own national teams, but they decided to come here and coach the women's game just to grow the game. And that's the really important thing about this, is that we don't want to just stick with 5 national teams at World Championships. We want to grow the game further. We want eventually all these Team World players to be on their own national teams, to represent their country with pride here at World Championships.
Well saved there by keeper Anne Bousson from France. And again, another country we would love to see take here to the ice, especially as we head towards the goal of the 2030 Winter Paralympics, which will be in France, I believe.
Yeah, French Alps, and potentially the first Paralympics with a women's championship, we hope. That's what we're working towards here. So how great would it be to get them? That is not Miranda Reese, that is Anne Bousson, who, as we said, played forward and is coming in as a goalie just to make sure that this competition can happen.
With 10 minutes left of this second period, Team World are looking organised and dangerous on the attack here.
Again, we knew that this game would be a chance maybe for Australia to shine a little bit more, and I'm really impressed with some of the performances we're seeing from Team Australia. Belinda Green, from Perth, Western Australia, she's got some fans in the chat right now, but yeah, she's done a really good job, I think, this game, as well as many other Australian players. We see kind of the experience maybe from some of the Team Pacific alumni, like we said at the top of the broadcast. Really on show here. I mean, it's great to see them competing here. It's a 3-0 game. We're halfway through as well.
There is still plenty of time for Australia to get onto the scoreboard here. Holt heading to the corner of the boards there alongside Grunenberger, who will be hungry for more. Great clearance out there, just off the boards and into the neutral zone. Collected by Fukunishi. What a strong skater she is. Number 8, Sidlicker, heading towards it. Big clearance by Linda Holt.
Looks like it's going to be icing though.
Just a bit too much on that pass.
We talk about both of these Team World goalies, but one person we actually haven't mentioned is Bridget McDonald, Team Australia's second goalie, who we've not seen yet this competition. The thing about para ice hockey, you need 2 goalies in order for the games to happen safely. You need to have someone in backup just in case the worst happens, and sometimes that means that players take a step back, they step into that backup goalie role.
And we saw the importance of that in the USA game yesterday with Gabby Graves-Wake taking a sled to the face. But yes, and the importance of having that substitution in goal to keep all our players rested and safe. Battling for it down here in Team World's defensive zone. Newman there waiting, Norton, they're waiting, ready for the puck to come across. But cleared out here.
Just unlucky there from Hozakova, just not to get this puck on her stick. But here we go, there's a chance here for Team World as Perkins skates for the puck, knowing that Kovasalu is there in support. And of course, Kim.
We've got Hosakova there on the back post. Can the pass get across to her? Shots on! Oh, the crowd will be going bonkers if she gets one here today, the Slovakian national. with so much support from the locals here. Erica Gosney absolutely swamped and doing an incredible job to keep sight on that puck as they battle here for it. Principe doing a great job in there protecting, but that back post does look open. Can we get a goalie glove on the puck?
And this is the thing about para ice hockey sometimes. We have the speed, we have the skill, but sometimes it just gets scrappy and Edwin swapping the goalie like that.
The composure of the keeper there to stay heads up, keep an eye on the puck, and have the strength to battle for it out of her sled.
And that was great moves again by Hosikova. If that had gone in, this place would have erupted. There's a lot of support, there's fan signs as well. Wow, this is great stuff. Dina Grimberger here, two captains facing off once again.
Australian defence really need a clearance here. Springlova collects the puck. Can she get a shot on? Shot's on. Great save there by Erica Gosney. Needs to get back up on her blades as it deflects around the boards onto Fukunushi's stick. Getting into position there.
Yuka Springlova really closely following the player. She is now on the left wing, just ready for a shot. Unfortunately, captain there, the stick was not quite long enough.
Oh, well kept in there by Fukunushi, right on the blue line. Keeps the momentum in Team World's favour on this attack. Simakova there chasing after it, but Belinda Green might just outpace her. And now we're seeing Belinda Green on the breakout. Just missed it. Grinberger, ferocious on this attack. She is everywhere today. The Will Angel looking to get that pass out. But swamped by Simakova. Fukunishi on the puck, sends it into the boards, allowing both teams to get reset.
As always, we're impartial here, commentating on the game, calling the game, but I think everyone in this building would love to see the green and gold ladies get on the board. Belinda Green there with an opportunity.
Springlova heading into the corner, looking for that pass into centre ice. Takes it round the back of the net. Fellow Czechia player, Jana, and centre ice there, Fukunishi with the shot. Well in and well covered by Erica Gosney.
Yeah, there was a big feeling just that whole shift that Springlova was wound up, ready to spring into action. Unfortunately, she didn't quite get that goal. She had a few good attempts. She was in the right places at times and it just didn't happen. They're going to go for a line change now and the Team World are going to get fresh skaters out.
And look at the power on this shot. Well in, off the blocker glove there.
No doubt a leader on that Czech team when it comes around. You know, it's going to be really great to see her in that element of her own national team when that happens.
The noise in here is ramping up. We would love to see, like you say, if Hosikova gets on the scoreboard or Simakova gets on the scoreboard, I think these bleachers will be shaking. Australia doing a phenomenal job here. They have such a short bench, you know, it's not a very deep side, and so these players will be feeling the tiredness here as we are 5 minutes left of the second period. Well in and well covered. We'll send them straight back to the face-off here.
Yeah, it's always tough sometimes for these nations that don't have a massive player base. Sometimes they're struggling just to get enough players to get here at a championship. But I'm glad Australia have found those players and gotten here. They can't play three-line hockey like you see USA playing, sometimes Canada as well, you know, but they're still here and they're giving every shift their all, which I'm really seeing what I like from Australia in this game. You know, it's not a game for last place. Both these teams are really fighting for their place in the rankings for this tournament.
Absolutely, and we see number 14 for Australia, Jane Boardman, enter the game. She celebrated her birthday here with us on Thursday, and what a way to spend it, making your debut on the world stage in the green and gold. Pass into centre right, this looks dangerous, can we get on the end of it? A shot's on. Loose puck cleared up there by Boardman. And Sun Young Kim looking fiery as ever on the end of that puck. Will the shot go off? She's in centre ice, she's wide open, shot's gone in, and it's in! Off the goalie's glove. Sun Young Kim with a second, and it's 4-0 here.
We have the Korean celebrating there. What a great shot this was.
She had all the time in the world there. I'm lucky to bounce off the goalie's pad, but incredible power on that shot. Look at the lift on this. Boom. And suddenly the mountain Australia have to climb is growing. It's 4-0 here for Team World, but it is not over. There is still plenty of time in this game. Grimberger there alongside fellow captain of the Australian side, Noella Angel.
I love the symbolism of these two captains taking the face off. So, it's so great for the game to see, both these players representing the sport.
It's also great to see we have got Australian fans here in the stands, and they've travelled all this way to see their team compete. Grimberger looking dangerous here, well in by the Australian defence, but the puck is still live. Come together, shot. Unlucky there, well in by Noella Angel. Simakova there dumps the puck in the corner.
Simakova there really lucky not to get a holding or hooking penalty, maybe. Limbs everywhere.
The sportsmanship on display, both players checking each other all right before getting back to battle. In neutral ice here. And Kosakova and Simakova there, delaying their entry into the into the offensive zone, not to get an offside call. Really learning from those first period mistakes. Big collision here for the puck. Can Australia get a clearance? Newman searching for it. Fukunishi breaking through the traffic, dumps it off to Grimberger, pass through the middle. This is looking dangerous. Fukunishi, shot on goal. Woo! Under the keeper's pads, takes it to 5 here. And Team World really came out of that great firing. They really got themselves organised. The smiles all round. We love to see it.
Sunil came out of nowhere in that shot, but Fukunishi with a great shot there. Again, that composure. Sometimes you see players really panicking when they get that opportunity.
Oh, and that's where we say Erica Gosney just kind of coming out of her crease a bit too far, leaving that post a little bit exposed, and Fukunishi punishing for the mistake there, slots it straight in. The precision, what a clinical shooter she is.
Yeah, you occasionally see glimpses from Gosney of the inexperience, maybe, of positioning not being right, movement not quite there, but for her level of experience, she's done such a good job at this tournament.
Sun Young Kim with the lead-in pass, just bounces off Springlover's blades into the blue zone, into the offensive zone. Shot on goal from the blue line. Well saved there by Gosney. Springlover really wanting to add her name onto this score sheet. Off the blades of number 15, but picked up by number 6 Pearson, representing Sweden here, as well as Team World. Shot on goal. Another fantastic save by Erica Gosney. Well in to get her body to the ice.
Yeah, she's getting glove to ice, back up again, glove to ice, back up again. She's just padding those stats.
The level of fitness of these athletes out here is amazing, and as we see Team Australia having a right old booty down there on the ice, loving every second of this game and this tournament. It is really infectious as well when you pass them in the hotel, and they are just loving it. You can't enter the chat with a sad face when you're around Team Australia. Fukunishi doing well to keep it in the zone. Unlucky there to come off the front of the sled of Zidlika, representing Czechia here. And as I say, it's great to see the confidence grow in those Czechia players under the leadership of Jakub Novotny. Big clearance opportunity here for Australia into the sled of Grimberger. Zidlika getting into position there on the back post, which she can pick it up. Will they see the shot go? Oh, well in by Erica Gosney to come so far out of her crease there and put her body on the line to cover that puck.
Yeah, I appreciate she's covering the puck a lot now, but she's stretching more and more out of the crease, and if she doesn't cover that puck, something dangerous could have happened there. That's another goal for Team World.
And there we have number 5, Michaela Kosakova, who gave a really great speech at the opening ceremony and has been an incredible role model here for the Slovakian locals. It'd be great to see those two get on the score sheet. Kuvasolo with the shot, hailing from Finland, and Grimberger battling for it on the boards as Rosalie Principe attempts the clearance. Kosakova here, into traffic, shot's gone! Well saved by Erica Gosney.
Again, Team Australia player not there. Ultimately, it lands on Gosney to stop that puck going in the goal. And look at this.
Carrying the weight of her nation right now.
Unlucky there, Linda Holt just did not get into the puck. And there we have Vivian Rugenberg, the German.
Just pulled back there to reset as the players on the edge of the face-off there sneaking in over the line before pucks dropped. All about the little percenters. Great shot by Sun Young Kim. Oh, and in there for her own deflection. And as you were saying about the danger of coming so far out your crease and being exposed to the deflection, I think Erica Gosney will be disappointed with herself on that one. An incredible goal. Sun Young Kim coming out firing today. Unable to get the cover. Well, that was I'm going to say it's commentator's curse. You called that 2 plays ago. That goal's your fault, Charlie. And that takes us to 6-0 here, Team World. They are really putting their stamp on this game, and they don't look like they're slowing down anytime soon. 23 seconds left of this second period, and Sun Young Kim taking it to making her hat-trick, taking it to 6.
Yeah, hat-trick there from Sun Young Kim. We said at the top of the broadcast that, you know, I was really excited to see his speed and technique, and it's been great to see Kim get her hat-trick goal there.
Springlover just over-skating the pass off the boards. And Fukunishi will just take the time off the clock here, sending them to the benches, ready for the third period.
Yeah, great stuff again. Australia, even their pressing move, how much they are going after the puck, they're being a bit more active, they're not kind of just waiting back, waiting for the team to make shots. But again, I just want to see them clear this zone and put some shots in the Team World net. It'd be really interesting to see if there is that firepower there from Australia on this world level. But look at that, Fukunishi, Kim, Grimberger, Kim, Fukunishi, Kim. Great things from those 3 players.
And they've really been standout leaders for this side throughout this week and through the career of Team World and Team Pacific. As here we go, the rebound there, well covered in. Some highlights here from the second period. Oh, the backhanded shot that we all wanted to see go in. Great pass into the centre here. Hosakova unlucky not to get the shot. Grimberger there for the rebound. And the joy on her face. What a shot in there by the number 5. And cleaned up by Grimberger. Passing by Fukunishi. And this is where they got tangled for some time.
Yeah, that was a bit of a scramble there, and we saw Springlova with a chance right off the blocker there. I didn't initially notice. It was a great save again by Gosney.
So much power on that shot as well.
Of course, the dancing.
We can't not have a shot of Gosney's dancing. Good vibes only here at the Winter Stadium in Dolny Kubin. Sung-Yeon Kim, boom, off the goalie there for her second. And they just looked so dangerous on the attack. Grimberger there. The celebrations amongst this team is everything.
Again, just so happy to have this platform to compete at.
Ooh, under the goalie's sled there. That one was clinical from Fukunishi. And I think the takedown by Sung-Yeon Kim in celebration will be one of my top favourite moments of this tournament. Shot in there, and Sung-Yeon Kim, relentless, able to get her own deflection there to finish at the goal.
Yeah, playing to the whistle, that's it exactly. And see, we just see Gosney so far out of the crease.
Really leaving those inside posts exposed. But what a second period we have had here. 6-0, Australia with a bit of a mountain to climb, but we'd love to see them get a point on the board. We'll be back in 12 minutes to bring you the last of the action here for 5th, 6th placing.
We need you to join the next generation of women in para ice hockey.
Para ice hockey is an exciting, fast-paced sport.
Athletes with lower body physical impairments sit on sleds and use their sticks to skate.
It is a game of speed, skill, and teamwork.
Our sport is growing fast, with more women joining than ever before. But there's something even bigger on the horizon. In order to compete as a women's division in the Paralympic Games, we need more women from around the world to join us.
The mixed tournament has been a Paralympic event since 1994.
But there's only 3 women that's ever competed.
That's why World Para Ice Hockey is developing a women's division.
And you can be a part of it.
You don't need any experience to get started.
Just a drive to be part of something amazing.
We're building a future where women's para ice hockey has its own place on the world stage.
And we need more players like you to make that dream a reality.
So reach out to World Para Ice Hockey today.
We'll connect you to your national organization.
Tell your friends, share this video, or come out and play.
같이 para ice hockey 하자.
And we are back here ready for the third period as we look through some of the highlights of that second period. But unfortunately not to get the deflection on that shot. The really sleek backhanded shot there from Fukunishi. Kosakova with a fantastic shot on goal and Grimberger with the rebound. Can you tell how it basketball? Deflection. The celebrations are everything here from these players united as a team. Well, Grimberger getting on the scoreboard. Springle over here with a great shot deflected off the blocker there by Erika Gozny, who is again having a standout performance. Even 6-0 might not show it. And of course, we are all here for her dance moves on ice. Sun-Young Kim with a deflected shot into the goalie's net. And what a force she has been for this side. What a leader for Team World and for Korean players out there looking to get involved. Fukunishi, another role model here, playing out of the Tokyo Iceburns in Japan. And such a clinical shot. There we have it, as we were saying, Erika Gozny coming out a little bit too far on that back post, leaving it exposed. Sun-Young Kim making light work of that.
Straight up for the fist bump there.
And we're seeing Anne Busson back in goal for Team World here. Miranda Reese taking another rest into the game to start this third period. Anne Springlova, Simakova, number 3, Fukunashi, Kufusalo and Sun-Young Kim. Yana Korikova completing that starting lineup.
As always, you can follow along with the live results on the Paralympic website. Big banner saying for live results, follow here, and that's where you can check out all the stats from this tournament. But yeah, shout out to everyone watching back at home. I know there's some Cardiff hockey fans, Erin and Hazel, locked in, watching from South Wales. That's old South Wales, not new South Wales, as many of our watchers are also from.
However, was it Noella Angel
who has also played in Cardiff? Yeah, the Cardiff Huskies, back home in the UK. And she, alongside the other captain of Team World there, will be taking the opening face-off for this period, and Gozny locked in as always. Puck is dropped, and we're opening up this third period here of this game. A closer game than some have expected, I think.
Yeah, I think you can really see the improvement across both these teams and the work they've put in this week really translate into a great performance here as they battle for that 5th, 6th placing. Australia brand new on the scene and out here putting in the work to raise the bar for their nation, and what role models they are for all the female disabled players back home. If you're wanting to get involved in a sport, look how much fun these players are having out here. Linda Holt there with a lot of time and space to clear it out, but Grimberger relentless as ever on the puck, drops it off to Springalova. Fukunishi powering through down that left wing, sends it into the middle. Shots on, woo! Top right hand corner, and a great goal there by Fukunishi. The lift she is able to get on that puck just shows the calibre of this player and how she has developed this week.
And that's Fukunishi's third of the day as well.
A double hat-trick from our Japan and Korea players out here. The vision, the confidence, she knew exactly where she was going to put that before the puck even left her stick.
And look at that, heads up, eyes on the net. That's what it's about. It's having the confidence that you've got the puck on the stick and following through with it. Here we go, so there's some of the support here for the Slovakian players here in Dolny Kubin.
Into the attacking zone, person is heading onto it. Ooh, great skills there to take it onto her left under her sled. Osakova takes it round the back, dumps it off the person. Will she get her shot? Shot's on! Oh, an identical goal! Person first on the scoreboard. What a leader she is for Sweden and for this team. Well, she has been dominant through our World Challenges in the past, and now she's making a name for herself at this World Championships. Unlucky for Gosney there.
What I love about every single Team World goal, the goal scorer just gets swamped by the rest of the team on the ice. There's just so much excitement in this squad. We got a timeout called here.
Coach Dawn Watt there heading some instructions for her defensive unit. And smiles all round for head coach Jakub Novotny of the Team World. They are sitting 8-0 up. Comfortably ready to take that 5th place. Erica Gosney living her best life as ever. We'd love to see it.
She's having a great time in that goalie sled.
Playing to the crowd. The crowd are loud here for both teams, and we've got Australia fans who have travelled a very long way to support their side in this groundbreaking, history-making moment for the side.
Yeah, I'm also glad that Abercon is coming to goal, getting a bit of time on the ice. It's really valuable, I think, travelling into this competition as well. She's done a great job.
We're back underway here in the 3rd period. It is 8-0 Team World. Luella Angel with the backhanded pass. It's very difficult to get the right level of connection off the puck there by using the backhand of your stick. It's not always recommended. Sun Young Kim proved me wrong though with a really cool shot earlier on that. Cleared out of their zone. Not quite Grimberger, relentless as ever. And here we go with Vivian Mugenberger. Two players here playing with a German flag on her chest. Look at it, she shoots well in there. Stopped by the Australian defence, really putting into practice what Coach Dawn Watt said to them in that timeout. Grimberger here with the shot, well covered by Erica Gosney.
Yeah, I'd love to hear that conversation from Dawn Watt, whether it was a case of, absolutely shut down defensive, shut down any opportunity for Team World, or if it was some moves to get Australia further up the ice, scoring maybe.
The stands are full here once again, as they have been all week. An incredible effort put in by the local organising committee and the locals here coming out in force to support these women at the first ever World Para Ice Hockey Women's World Championships. Sung Young Kim on the puck there, dangerous. Shots on goal, well stopped there. You can see how much the Australian defence are putting their bodies on the line to keep the score as is. Springlover heading in with the puck. Shots on goal, well saved there by Erica Gosney.
Yeah, I'm loving the power of Springlover as well.
And what a role model she is out there, as we have said, for that Czechia team for the future. She has joined us at all World Challenges with Team World and Team Europe.
And what a player she's developed into through those 3 years as well.
Absolutely, playing here with so much confidence. Will she get the second shot? Another shot off. Blocked there, Sung Young Kim. Off the sled of teammate Anna Springlover into the corner, as Team World will just reset here and regather their shape and cycle this puck round.
Here we go, there's an opportunity for Australia here if they can get the speed up. But unfortunately, Sung Young Kim, yet again with that speed, taking the puck up first. Getting back into the zone.
Australia's defence doing a great job on those back posts there, really working on keeping their shape for the final 12 minutes of their tournament here. Sonia Newman pushing out, pressuring on the puck, looking to not get a cheeky teeing call there. Rosalie Principe coming down to the boards to collect that and clear it for the side. This Team World side just relentless on the puck, and Springlover in the centre. Oh, great job by Rosalie Principe to delay and take the momentum out of Springlover's shot there. And well in by Ashley Morton to get the puck safely into Erica Gosney's glove.
Yeah, Morton, the hero of that play, really making sure that the puck got back towards Gosney and under a glove.
Ooh.
Again, if Springlova gets that puck settled on her stick, another dangerous shot right there.
Great teamwork by the Australian defence there, working to protect their keeper. As Springlova finishes her shift with some really dangerous looking shots there. Sidlika Grinberger ready for this face-off. What can they do here?
Just some of the young support here as well. Both for the hometown heroes, but also generally for Team World, I think.
Just wide. Shot there from Fukunishi. We know how dangerous she can be for this side. Grimberger equally dangerous here on the back post, looking for a teammate. Great work there by Captain Noella Angel to tie up, and a good clearance. Fukunishi just such a strong skater there though.
Yeah, great work to not only skate well but keep the puck on her stick. Really impressive stuff.
And a dump pass off to Nikola Hasakovo. Shoots on! Oh, great pass into teammate Sidlika. Grinberger there to collect it. And I think all the stands are itching to see a Slovakian player on the score sheet. Well cleared by Linda Holt. Grinberger sends it into traffic. A dump pass off from Kosakova to fellow teammate Simakova.
Yeah, there's a real sense now that they're trying to dump off the puck to a Slovakian player, maybe.
Just to experience the noise of this arena if that happens. Newman there trying to clear it up the boards, just losing her balance a little bit. As we said, she's still trying to get to grips with the balance on her sled. Noella Angel here, wide open in open ice. Can they skate this out into the attack? Fukunishi looking dangerous on the defence. A great pass into Belinda Green. But no one there for the Australian side. Angel will backtrack there, and Team World are on a mission here. Fukunishi looking strong. They've got numbers all over the ice. Can the pass go off to the centre? She'll take the shot herself into the side netting.
Yeah, Australian defence are just static right back.
Oh! Round the back goal there. The joy on the faces of these players. You can see what it means to them. What a moment it is. Oh! And that takes us to
9-0, yeah. 9-0. Team World.
We'll go on the replay. Off the side of the netting there. Erica Gosney tied up by the Czech player there, Sidlika. Not able to get around, and then capitalised. A great passing by Fukunishi. Great reading of the game. Number 8, Kristina Sidlika from Czechia there. Ready and waiting, sticks down. Erica Gosney. His head's all over the place. Didn't quite see. Lack of communication from her fellow defenders there, unfortunately. But great to see a Czechia player get points on the board.
And that's exactly why you need a defender there at the back door to push away those players waiting for that rebound.
Did they wave that goal?
I think they did. I think we've missed that.
Just so
I was about to say I'm not sure if it was going to get waved off because of
interference.
Erica Gosney, she was on her side after that initial contact. And
here we see referee Philippa McKinnon just explaining to both the coaches. I wish we had a live feed into the refs there but an incredible job they are doing out here, making split-second decisions.
Well, that's a great call call from the ref there. If the contact wasn't made, then it would have been a great goal. But Gosney tried to recover as the sled was there in the crease, and unfortunately just led to that goal happening.
Yes, that takes us to 8-0 here, Team World, as that goal was waved off, but looking dangerous as ever is Team World, hoping to make it, put that goal right. Ashley Morton here with the clearance, just not quite enough on it. Sana Solo doing an incredible job on that blue line, protecting the momentum of this Team World's attack. But a great clearance there by number 5, Ashley Morton. Unfortunately, Team Australia sunk deep in their defence. Sung-Yong Kim with...
Yeah, Solo doing a really great job of just being on that blue line and keeping that puck in. Just seen there some of the locals, including some players as well from Slovakia. It's really great to see them here. There's such great support here. Every single match there's been, a lot of people here cheering on both teams. It's really exciting to see, and I'm so glad that Parahockey's made that impact here in Dolny Kubin.
Yeah, the growth of this game, and as players, it's especially in the women's game, across women's sport, we're so often playing to empty stands and to parents and one man and his dog, but it's incredible to see the level of support out here for these female athletes, as deserved, on the world stage for the first time, writing history here as we finish up this third period of our first ever placement game at the World Para Ice Hockey Women's Championships.
Of course, we've got more action for you later on. We've got the big semi-finals.
Into attack here, and Fukunushi controlling the pace of this game. Will she get a shot off? Takes it round the back of the boards, well covered there by Erica Gosney, learning from that mistake of the goal just disallowed there, getting across to cover that back post, and Australia are on the attack.
Unfortunately for Australia, Fukunushi is on the ice and will shut down that play.
Dumped into the corner to give her team time to clear. Dancing as ever from these players, living their best lives. We have 7 minutes 41 left of this third period, and you can see Coach Dawn, what they're telling her players to get back into defence, into their shape, as we see a line change. And number 6, Belinda Green from Perth, back onto the ice. Battle for it at the face-off there. Sun-Yong Kim will clean that up, no problem. She's got Person in there, sticks down, green and gold all over. Just couldn't quite get the pass into the traffic there. Rosalie Principe with a fantastic clearance there. And Australia racing for this. Not quite quick enough on that. And it will be pulled back for icing. Belinda Green doing an incredible job there, chasing down.
Yeah, we've seen great things from Team World today. We were expecting it. And we knew that Team World would come out firing, making sure they finished 5th in this tournament.
Gufusalo, as we've said, phenomenal at the top for this team. Well in there, the pass off to Sung-Yong Kim. No one quite there to collect it off the boards. working really hard to keep that into the offensive zone. Oh, cuts through 2 players, and now she's looking dangerous. Shots on. Oh, what a save by Erica Gosney.
Yeah, Kim was 1-on-1 with Gosney there. Here we watch her here.
Slide through 2 players. Sends them into each other. And the reaction timing there by Erica Gosney to get the save. She cannot go home from this tournament disappointed. What a standout performance she's had for the Australian side. Captain to captain for this puck drop with 6 minutes 30 left in this third period. It is 8-0 Team World. Grimberger into the boards there, just missing the puck. Team World looking for players in the centre with sticks down. Fukunushi head up as always. Great pass in, no one there. But Grimberger will chase that down. Can Newman get the clearance? Just not quite enough on the pass. Well cleared by the Australians. Fukunushi will need to have some patience here not to get the offside call. Sent into the boards by Ashley Morton. What a great tournament she's been having here. Graduate from Team Pacific last year.
And look at this, we just have Team World all over that puck. Team Australia struggled to stay inside the zone, but now they have to work to get back. 2 defenders are back, and there's permanently stationary.
Well in there by the Australian defence, ready and waiting for the formidable attack there from Team World.
Yeah, we're seeing the Team Australia defenders stay right back whenever something like that happens. Giving the forwards the space to chase the puck further up the ice. The issue is that they're just sat still. So when the attack from Team World is coming, they're having to power forward from stationary. And we see another save from Gosney there. And yeah, like you say, it's really difficult.
To go from stationary to moving is so tough. And as a defender, as an attacker, I would love to look up and see the 2 defenders sat still. You know, you've got all the space and time in the world. And the momentum on them to do that. Fukunushi there scrapping for it, but saved by safe hands, Erica Gosney. Support in the stands here for Springlover.
Seems like everyone in this place is dancing right now.
We love to see it. The drums and noise, the support for these women out here, breaking barriers.
And there we talk about the goalie sleds, right? They have the plastic instead of blades to allow the goalies to slide around side to side as well. Soo-Yeon Kim. Hat-trick and some great shots as well in this performance.
And back underway here, Team World on the attack. Kovarikova there in the corner, sends it up the boards. Australia will be straight on it. Rosalie unable to get the full clearance there. Soo-Yeon Kim will need to have heads up as Karikova has not quite cleared the zone yet. Unlucky to not quite get the connection on the end of her stick there. Leaves it in neutral ice.
Principe with the pressure as well on Kim.
Erica Gosney really getting tight to those posts now. She won't make the same mistake twice. Unlucky not to get the full clearance there. Number 2, Sana Kuifasolo with a shot deflected off Sonia Newman into the glove of Erica Gosney.
Yeah, great positioning from Kuifasolo. on the Team World. She has been in the right place at the right time many times, and I think that's the aspect of the game sometimes, right? You have players who know they might not be the fastest player, but they work extra hard to make sure they're in the right place at the right time, making sure. And here we actually see Bridget McDonald coming out onto the ice. I'm really excited for this. I think, you know, it's great that Bridget gets some game time here.
Called up as a reserve. She saw a period out against USA, which is one of the toughest places to be as a keeper. Sat for game 2 against Norway. Great to see her get some minutes here against this side. Number 5, Michaela Hosakova from Slovakia dumps it off to 23, Dina Greenberger. You can see the Australian defence here really working hard to protect their goalie. It's so tough to come in as a reserve, but to come in and straight into goal is super duper tough. And I think her family are out here in the stands supporting, which is amazing. They've made the trip over. Number 5, Hosakovu, battling for it on the boards there. What an improvement we're seeing in their skating ability just through this week as well. 3 minutes left of this third period. Belinda Green, unfortunate to not get the clearance under the nose of her sled there. With a shot! Oh, unlucky. Just wide of the post there. Fukunishi will take it back under her control. She plays such heads-up hockey. Her vision on the ice is something to inspire to. Sonia Newman about to take on Fukunishi, but such a strong skater she is. Sends it into the middle. Noella Angel there for the side to clean it up. Greenberger.
Yeah, I think Team Australia have exerted themselves to this point. I've seen a lot of slower skating from them.
They've put in some really big shifts here. Like as we said, they've not got a very deep bench. They were out here for 6 days prior to the tournament for a training camp, so they really are approaching the end of their battery here for this tournament. Fukunishi with a shot. Hosakova in there battling for it. Australia putting bodies on the line for their keeper. Greenberger taps it in for the 9th goal of the game.
Getting the focus from the captain there.
Smiles all round as she heads into the bench. What a shot in by Fukunishi. Hosakova did a great job. A little bit of a teeing there from Holt, but did a great job to scrap for it still on the floor and get the off to Greenberger, who could sweep that up from behind.
Yeah, and we can just see here Bridget McDonald, obviously not experienced as a netminder, you know, called up as a reserve, like I said. So, you know, what we saw there, I would have liked to see more, you know, active defending from the goalie. You know, trying to get in there, trying to get their own glove on the puck there.
Up the boards by Sonia Newman.
Again, I just think that this Team Australia cannot go home disappointed with the tournament they've had.
Oh, absolutely not. The improvements they've made, and just even to have a team here. Oh, this is looking dangerous. Saved there. The improvements they've made as a team, as players, as individuals, will go far, far beyond this week here in Dolny Kubin as we look ahead to further World Championships and hopefully the 2030 Winter Paralympic Games. You know, Australia could come with their heads held high and 5 years under their belt as an established team. Sonia Newman here looking to get the clearance, but straight into the stick of Caroline Persson, who just loses it there. Onto the number 7, Adriana Sarikova. And the Australian defence here just stationary. This could look really threatening from Team World. No one knows where the puck is. It's down around the back of the net.
Linda Holt is going to try and collect this and just clear it out.
But really leaving that post exposed. And that is that. 5th, 6th placing, 9-0 Team World. What a phenomenal job they have done to secure 5th place here. Australia taking a very respectable 6th place as a brand new squad and a brand new team on this world stage. Standout performances, of course, by Sunyoung Kim and Fukunishi from Japan and Korea. Real improvements there by the two Slovakian players, Hosakova and Simakova.
We're about to see some fierce competition now as we move into the semi-finals, but for me this is what this championship is about. We've got a Team World here. Look at all these potential teams we've got coming here, but they're not here yet as a national team. Australia are, and I think this is what Australia need to remember. 4 years ago, Great Britain did not have a team, and now they're here in the semi-finals of the World Championship. If Australia can, even if it's just to hang on to the 6th spot in the world, right? For Australia to be 6th spot in para ice hockey would be incredible. And this is what this sport is about, right? It's about these teams coming and competing and just getting better. And we will see some really fierce competition, as I said, moving on into our games today. But look at this, we've got so many countries here represented just on the goal scorers.
Absolutely, Fukunishi there from Japan, Kim from Korea, Grunberger from Latvia, Persson from Sweden, of course representation here from Latvia, Czechia, Germany, Finland and France. So if you are sat at home from one of those countries, get involved. We want to see more teams here out on the ice. And what an incredible job Team World have done here and Team Australia as they line up for the final time of this competition, and we await player of the game.
And just look at these two teams, they're so hard, they're waving to each other.
So much love in this sport and so much community we are building out here for female para ice hockey players.
The best player of the Australia is either number 50,
Sonia Newman taking player of the game there for Team Australia. Mostly for the bounce back after the massive hit from Springlova, but a solid effort all week she has put in for this side. What a leader, 19 years in the Australian Army and using that leadership experience for this brand new side over here. With the flag on her head and the green and gold on her shirt, what an incredible week she has had with this team.
Yeah, I spoke to Sonia before the competition even began, and she was just so happy to be here, so happy to be representing Australia. And I think we're going to see good things from this team if they continue in this sport, and they should continue in this sport. I would love to see and hear more about them training together more. And this is the thing, right? This is a real chance for Australia now to say, look, give us some money, fund us. Going to be knocking at the Paralympics soon, and we have a chance to represent Australia at those events.
Absolutely, and Sonia Newman, hailing from Darwin in the Northern Territory, is a massive travel of 4,000 kilometres to her selection camp for this team. Selected as Team World Player of the Game, Anne Bousson, who sat in net for 2 periods, and what an incredible sacrifice she made here for her team to roster 2 goalies to enable their team to compete. And as you can see there with a French flag proudly on her shirt, a really nice touch here by the organisers to make sure these players have their flags on their chest as she will take Player of the Game.
I feel like this Player of the Game award might be a Player of the Tournament award for this Team World. To give them your spot, to be that second goalie, to make sure that the rest of your team can still play in the event. You know, it's really selfless. Something that you've done yourself as well in that first Women's World Challenge. But what great sportsmanship from Anne, and I'm really excited. We've seen her play before on the World Challenge team, and I'm really excited to see more. I want to see a Team France built around her, especially as we look to those Paralympic Games in France. And look at this!
What a moment! and they know that what this means. You know that, of course, they'll be disappointed the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story of here today. We are here to build the game and create these spaces for these female athletes who deserve to be on the world stage, who deserve to show what they are able to do.
Yeah, it's really special stuff here today. Before we get into the heat of the competition later on, it's a good reminder of what this sport's about and why we're here as well. To see all these athletes cheering each other on, it's really special to have a world team at a competition like this as well. We could have just restricted it to nations, but to have a team world to help grow the sport is so special. But we're going to take a bit of a break now as we hear the anthem for Team World. Yeah, some special stuff there from Team World. The anthem there, just in recognition of their hard work winning this game 9-0. But I think the feeling for a lot of those athletes is that they would have rather be listening to their own national anthem there. Get their own team here, their own team represented with their own national anthem at the end of that game would have been so perfect. And we see a really strong core of just springing over. Dina Greenberger is their captain and Caroline Pearson is an assistant as well. What a strong core to have a team like this. But I think I see letters across all of that team when they get their own national teams, right? We've got a team here of leaders who are pioneering the sport in their home countries, and it's really exciting for me that potentially we could see 9 national teams come from just this one team alone. But again, Australia, I am so happy that they made it here. I'm so happy that they weren't just a couple of athletes again on Team World, but they're here as a national team. They competed hard. And there's been a story of this competition as well. We've got Erica Godley, but we see these alumni, these returning players from Team Pacific improving year on year, and that's what's really special, and that's what I really love about the sport. We're seeing just the level of competition go higher and higher each year.
And the inspiration to take from Australia, with 3 players on Team Pacific last year breaking out to their own squad. Team World, what a moment. I got goosebumps there with that anthem, because I think it doesn't just signify Team World's win. I think it signals that, what a beautiful moment this is to have all these countries here for the first ever games. And some of the highlights from the tournament. Here we look through at the goals from the game. Fukunishi with a hat-trick, Sun Young Kim with a hat-trick, and the noise is about to get louder in here, and Team World approach their supporters in the stands. for the last time out here on the ice. They are really soaking in this moment, and as they should. What a performance they have put out here. The celebrations from their teammates. It's incredible to see them wrap together and really form such great bonds, and you can only imagine what this will lead to next year.
And again, we talked about the communication, issues. There's language barriers here on Team World, but the language they do speak is sport, and for them to be for each other, hugging each other, maybe teeing into each other, celebrating goals, it's been so special to see this from Team World. But again, Australia, can't wait to see more of you as well. I want to see Erica Gosney back here, showcasing even more of her talent. But this is it now. We've got two big semi-finals coming up as well, as we look at these final shots celebrating Team World success here. But two big games. Of course, Team World lost out on this spot in the semi-finals. Here we go, the Australian fans are loving it, but the home Slovakian fans are also cheering them on too.
Everyone is out here for the growth of the game, which is a beautiful thing to see. But as you mentioned, it is about to get down to business. We've got two big semi-finals this afternoon, 4 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. local time. Be sure to join us as Canada take on Norway, which will be a very, very interesting game. They are going out all guns blazing. And Great Britain takes on USA in the second semi-final of the day.
Like I said earlier, there's two presumed finalists in those semi-finals, but we know there's teams ready to cause an upset there as well. We've got teams who will be vying for a spot in that gold medal match. 4 desperate teams, and I'm so excited to see what action comes out of those two games. Again, Norway, Canada, that's an exciting game for me. I really can't wait to see what Norway are going to come up with to try and combat the Canadian offence.
Absolutely, to Sun Yong v Lena Schroeder. That's going to be juicy to see. And as we head into these final highlights of the game, we see Team World here taking a photo on the ice. Hopefully some of those athletes the last time in a Team World jersey, purely because next year we want to see Czechia kit out there, we want to see German kit out there, we want to see these nations come through with a squad.
Yeah, I'm really excited, and we know that there's more athletes out there as well. But if you're a female athlete really interested in this sport, I would just recommend you get in touch with your national committee, your national governing body, making sure that, if there's any local clubs that you get involved in. So if there's not a local club, get out there and start them. There's many people out there who will be willing to help volunteer. And if you are someone who's able-bodied but still loves the sport, I would really recommend getting involved with your local club, getting involved with your national team. And it's volunteers that make the sport work. And there's so many countless hours of volunteering that has made both of these teams come here, get on the ice.
For sure, it is not just about the players on the ice, as you say. It's that backroom staff, the coaching staff, the volunteers, the referees, the local organising committees, the World Para Ice Hockey staff that make this event what it is. And incredible, just one final lap there from the two Slovakian players, Simakova, Hasakova, who are on home ice here. What an impression they have made on this tournament. It's incredible to see the publicity come out of this. And thank you so much for joining us. That was 9-0 Team World. Australia sits 6th, Team World 5th. Join us at 4 p.m. for the first of the semi-finals as things heat up even further here.
We'll see you later.